Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Hi.
Welcome to another day of coding. Let's get to it. Okay, and today I'm working on a new app. My family does home brewing, so at home we brew some beer. Actually, a decent amount of beer. Me and my brother both program, and a while ago my brother decided to make a website for our beer, or for our beer company, you know? It's really just for us to use, like, think of it as just kind of like a filing system for our beer so we can get like all the information on the beer quickly. And the website is really cool, and he's using Firebase for the data, which means I can get access to all the beer data. So I'm going to make an app version of this website. So let's get started. We gotta do the new, I'll just chuck that. Anyway, we gotta get the project set up really quick in Flutter. Then we have to connect this project to the Firebase database. And then I have some like generic code that I use whenever I start a new project. It's just kind of like a way to kickstart the databasing so I don't have to do everything from scratch. And so here I am just kind of bringing in those files to this new project. Cool, now we've done like everything that we need to start making the app. We've done all the groundwork. We've planted our flowers. Now it's time to water. But first, let's make sure this app even runs. I could have done some stuff wrong. Let's check it out. Boom. Beer, dude. Cool, that works. Now let's actually check if we're getting the data from the database. Let's test that by just displaying one of the beer names. Boom. Okay, Black Mamba. I happen to know that that is one of the beers that we made, but just to double check, here it is in the database. Heck yeah, this is actually going pretty smooth so far. It's scary. It's weird. I always kind of hate when things are going smooth because I know something awful's probably lurking around the next corner. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, so let's look at the website so far that my brother has. So the top bar is dark blue, and he's got a lot of information here and then a place to search for beer. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We want the dark blue top, we want a search function, and then we'll have a bunch of cards that'll display all the beer. Let's start with that blue app bar. We already have a blue one, but it's like light blue. We want a dark blue. Boom, that looks like it's correct. Yeah, okay. So now that we have the blue now that we have the blue top bar, and we know that we're getting in beer data, let's display all of the beers instead of just one. And here they are. Nice. Look at all that beer, buddy. But this looks gross, dude. No one wants to look at each beer listed like that. And they definitely don't want it to look like this. I don't know what I was up to. I want every beer to have like its own card on the screen. I'm big on cards. I think they look real nice in the app. Yeah, these cards look bad, but we're off to a good start. Let's give each card a little bit more space. Okay, yeah. Looking good. These cards can have a lot more information on them. I mean, if we checked out his website, it showed like the beer name, but also what type of beer it was and all that kind of stuff. So let's add some information to each beer card. All right, so it's actually displaying on the app, but this looks gross. Let's separate the different information a bit. Boom. All right, and that's kind of the separation I want. And one thing that I just noticed is that some of the beers don't have an abbreviation. So for every beer that doesn't have an abbreviation, we'll put a none instead of just leaving it blank. Nice. Okay, none. That worked. Cool. It looks better now that there aren't just blank cards, but also I'm struggling to figure out what I should do with the design of this app. I'm just gonna start making some tweaks and see how I feel. So first, I think the text is way too small and all the text is the same. We should have some variation amongst the text. All right, this is definitely better. I'm still not really feeling this design though. Oh, maybe if I bold the title of each beer. No, this is bad. I can't tell if the font is too big or if I don't like the bold. Let's try making the font smaller but keeping the bold on first. I'm not liking this bold. I think my problem with this design is that I'm trying to get a bit too flashy, but it's not flashy. I'm trying to do something unique with having one data on the left, one data on the right, have the title at the top, and it's just not looking that cool. So instead, I'm gonna do what you see with a lot of cards. I'm gonna put all the text to the left, and I'll just have the title slightly bigger than the data below it. All right, yeah, this is obviously not right, but I think this is moving in the right direction. Let's put some separation between the label and the actual data. Okay, looking good. But I still don't like that bold title, and also the title needs to be moved to the left side of the card, so let's do that. Yeah, this is looking a lot better, but still not quite there. The spacing inside of the card seems kind of off, so I'm gonna mess with that a bit with like some padding and some distance between the text. All right, I think these cards actually look really good now. My one problem is I changed the background color to a darker gray at one point, and I don't like that as much. So let's switch the background. Okay, yeah, a lot better. And so now I kind of want to have an arrow on each card. It would kind of show that if you clicked on the card, it'll bring you to a new screen, and that screen will give you more details about each individual beer. All right, this arrow's nice, but it's a bit big. Boom, that's like the perfect size arrow. And these cards are looking good now. I'm pretty happy. So far, we've gotten the top bar done, and we've gotten all the beer data displayed on cards. So the only thing left is the search bar. And I'm lazy, so on my last app, I made a login screen. The login screen has two text fields, one for the email and one for the password. They're both identical, and they they both happen to look like exactly how I imagined the search bar to look. So let's go yoink the code. Copy and paste that bitch into this new project. And let's see how that looks now. Yo, that's much better. But that background, that was for a dark theme. We need to restyle this for a light theme. So let's make the background of the search field a lighter gray. Yeah, that looks good. Now the text we can't see because the text is white. So let's make the text black. Boom. Not black. Let's make it like a light gray actually. Yeah, that looks good to me. Except since we stole this from a login UI, it says that we're searching for an email. We're not searching for an email. We're looking for a beer. So let's correct the text that's in the search bar right now. Now it says search by name, type, or abbreviation. Exactly what we want to be searching for. That's the kind of information we're trying to give our users. And finally, I did a little sort algorithm. And we're going to sort alphabetically through the beer names. So it's alphabetical. I think that looks better than not sorted at all. But eventually I would like to sort by the create date of the beer. I think that's going to be the best way. So you have like the newest beers at the top. But the start date is being stored as a string, so I need to figure out how to convert a string to a date time. I'll work on that tomorrow though. I'm done coding for today. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the app. All feedback, super appreciated. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.